Hello, my name is Emily, and I'm going to be talking about the Federalist 51 papers. I'm going to start with why Madison expresses worry about the selfishness shown in the choices people make. While we all hope that our politicians have our best interests at heart, people in power do have personal agendas. We always hear about politicians being lenient on large companies that have supported their campaigns. While I do not believe it is fair to say this about all people, there are definitely crooked politicians out there that would make Madison's concerns valid. Separation of power is a way to prevent such a thing from happening. Madison expressed his fear for a gradual concentration of the several powers in the same department. By this he means the merging of the three branches of U.S. government: executive, legislative, and judicial. Now each branch has its own area of focus. Legislative makes laws, executive enacts laws, and judicial evaluates laws. Together they form one working government. There are actually many valid concerns if we were to merge the branches, the main one being that we would be giving all the power to only a few people. This is why we have something called checks and balances. When we have a concentration of powers like that, their influence starts to overshadow the work that the branches are supposed to be doing, allowing them to pursue any personal agendas that they may have. I feel that keeping our branches separate thus far has been effective, or at least more effective than it would have been if we only had one branch. By keeping a separation of powers, we minimize the risk of a concentration of powers or of separate interests becoming involved in all the work produced by the now single organization. The next question we have is whether or not the federal government serves both the majority and the minority equally. Now, for anyone who has watched the news lately, you can see that it's not always true. A good example is tax cuts, which do serve the minority as long as the minority is the 1%. But there have been steps, especially in recent years, that the government has taken to serve minorities and other underrepresented communities, such as with laws that protect LGBT people, laws against discrimination, etc. And to finish this vlog, are states still important, or is the national government too powerful, making states obsolete? My opinion on this is no, states still play an important role in the lives of their citizens. While states have few absolute powers, especially when it comes to federal law, they do affect the day-to-day lives of their citizens, controlling things like local and state laws and programs, among other things that need to be there for a country to run smoothly. If we were to get rid of states, it would put immense pressure on the national government to step in and fulfill the duties that once belonged to the 50 states. Not to mention severe backlash of U.S. citizens for this major inconvenience. And that's all from me. Thank you for listening.